Right, good morning. It is Thursday, the 25th of March, and the sun is out yet again, so I'm happy. I got up nice and early to come down to the studio and start my day the right way by checking out some new music. The last week's been great. I've only been doing this 3 days now. This will be the fourth day, and I've had a really good response from you guys. I've got over 30 videos to react to in one group, and I think about 20 in the other from unsigned artists, I believe. I've also had a good response from management labels and record labels. So I've got four of them messaging me directly with new content from their artists. So exciting times, man. Like I'm like a pig in shit right now. I love new music. I love being part of something bigger than myself. And this is it. This is it. This is what I love doing. So I'm going to continue to do this. Hopefully Monday to Friday. Because there's not too much of imposition in my day because I'm an early bird, man. I'm up at like 5, 6 most days because I still got that workman mentality in me. And I come down to the studio, check out some new music. I think these take about half an hour to put together per song. And average about 10-minute playthrough. So I'm hoping to do a couple reactions today, maybe a third one if it's not taking the piss too much. But I've got a big back catalogue to go through. So I don't need to stretch this content out for a couple months. Like I can just work really hard. I say work really hard. It's just sitting here listening to new music and giving you guys my opinion. Come on, man. I love doing that shit. So, yeah, thank you guys for the response I've had the last few days. I might even consider ironing my clothes from now on, looking a bit more fresh. Anyway, I'll stop waffling and I'll get into the video. Right, so yesterday when I was downloading some videos, a band jumped out at me called Killerkorp. Corp spelt with a K rather than a C. Killerkorp. Let's check out their about section. Blackened Death Grind from Suffolk, UK. Additional information. Wow, that's quite a long one. In the winter of 2017, 5 like-minded individuals come together to create the most raw and abrasive form of metal they could possibly conjure. I'm looking forward to this. Music which expresses pain, agony and angst they feel towards the people who have wronged them throughout their lives. Alright guys, cool. Resulting in aggressive and unforgiving live performances from the moment they hit the stage. Influences include early Slipknot, Napalm Death, Cannibal Corpse, Machine Head, Converge, and many, many more. This is a good write-up, guys, actually. It's quite exciting. In early 2019, saw the release of their debut EP, Pain, made available to all major streaming platforms, consisting of 6 tracks of no-holds-bar onslaught, including Survival of the Fittest. The band's agitated anthem they wrote together as their first demo. All right, cool. Pain has received massive reviews from publications such as the Moshville Times, Metal Man's, and Metillium. Subterra, which they all give the album a solid 8 out of 10. Alright, cool. May 29th, 2020 saw the release of their new single, The End, a song about isolation and not having your opinion and your views respected. The song has also been released in memory of Richie Day, a local gentle soul and brother to Killerkorp guitarist Jakey Day. The sorrowful single is available on all major streaming platforms. Sorry, my voice got a bit croaky then. It's because that hit me a little bit. Yeah, all right. Listen, you guys seem like you know what you're doing. You seem like you know yourselves quite a lot. So I'm excited about this. So yeah, let's waffle. Let's hit that fucking play button. I mean, you guys aren't lying. I mean, this is definitely pain, agony, and angst. Yeah, The production is pretty shit. You guys are very aware of that already. It's very lo-fi. It's very low budget, but it works if you guys are pathetic because you guys want to be angry little fuckers. So I can't really criticize you because you guys are very self-aware of what you're trying to do. So yeah, man, let me just enjoy this video. So yeah, it's cool, man. It's very reminiscent of the living room gigs and stuff and that I grew up with. It's very fortunate that you guys have grown up in a time where filming using smartphones and cameras is widely accessible, because when I was younger it was just mini DV cameras, so you couldn't really combat the low quality of the mini DV because it was all film in it, or digital film, whatever the fuck it is. I don't really know what I'm on about, so I'll move away from that quickly before I embarrass myself, but you get what I'm saying. This is very reminiscent of like living room gigs and that. Like, it's just cool. Like, this reminds me of being like between the age of 17 and 23 and just every weekend going down to whatever show I could get my hands on and just losing myself, and that is cool. I imagine you guys are really fun to be around, and I can see by the crowd and that, like, you guys have got a bit of a following already, so that's cool. The only thing I would suggest is really investing in better quality production. Like, I can see that you guys carry that shitlord mentality a little bit because you guys are very self-aware of what you're trying to bring to the table, and even with this video, it's just a bit bittersweet when the video is better quality than the music, because if you guys want to put that money into projecting your message visually, then it makes more sense to project it audibly as well. Audibly? Is that even a fucking word? Audibly, I think. Yeah. So listen, I'm not going to be too hard on you guys. Like, this is a fun video. I can see what you guys are going for, but it might play to your strengths a bit more if you look at your music single by single, not EP or album by album, single by single, and just get them produced single by a time, and just invest your money in better production, because I think you'll be surprised how affordable it actually fucking is. I mean, most of my mates are bedroom producers now. Only a few of them have managed to make a good turnaround with their living to afford nice houses, or live in nicer areas. So most of the people I know, generally speaking, they'll start their production services between £200 and £400. I mean, I know some people that will do ghostwriting services for £350 to £400. So yeah, if you guys wanna have a little chat about producers and stuff and that, listen, reach out to me and I can give you some advice on that stuff. But I guarantee there's fucking bedroom producers and stuff and that around your guys' area and that will be happy to help you guys out. So yeah, less waffle, more playing. Fun fucking night, man. I'm going to be very, very bold here and say that these guys are one to watch because of their self-awareness. Yeah, I won't elaborate too much on that, but these guys are one to watch because as soon as they clock and start investing more in their production, like, you're going to see a lot more energy from these guys because they get their presence, they get what they're doing, and yeah, it's dope. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, dude, man, you got some sick rap flow. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. I won't hammer home too much about the quality of it because, yeah, again, it doesn't really matter too much because I'm really, really enjoying it. But I am looking forward to hearing some more music from you guys as you develop and that. I think you guys are a formidable bunch. I think from the outside perspective, I can see that you guys have got each other's backs and there's like some camaraderie there. And I can tell that because your fan base are enjoying that as well. So they can get behind you guys as a collective. The shapes you're making with your vocals, that fry technique, it's cool. It's cool. But you can see what I mean with the video I was saying yesterday. Yet again, I won't go into it because it's like a fucking broken record. But yet again, your mids are sitting in the mix, and actually they're sitting quite nicely considering that it's low quality production. I can see you're a good actor as well. You enjoy what you're doing on stage. Roll into that, man. Roll into that. It's like Stone Sour, Iggy Popness and shit. Stone Sour, fucking Corey Taylor, Iggy Pop stuff, man. Like, keep your top off, keep getting bigger, keep getting angrier, keep being articulate. Just invest in a bit more production. Yeah, man. Yes, lads. Survival of the fittest. Alright, cool. I enjoyed that, man. Like, I can't really be too critical. I mean, apples to apples. Yesterday, I was hammering home the fact that I couldn't really understand the vocals too much. I mean, I couldn't understand a single vocal in this at all. But it doesn't matter because going by your guys' Facebook, more info, like, you're very articulate about what it is you're trying to bring. So you filled in quite a lot of the gaps for my brain to fill in authentically with if I didn't read your guys' bio. Like, I think that if I hadn't read your bio and listened to the track, I probably would have pulled out your points the same way. I would have said Slipknot, Napalm Death, Cannibal Corpse. Maybe not Machine Heads, maybe not Converge, but definitely the first three: Slipknot, Napalm Death, Cannibal Corpse. Because you guys don't seem to be bothered about articulating the facts of why you're angry. You just want everyone to know that you guys are angry and in pain and you're going to fucking have a good time and throw yourselves around stage. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, that was cool. If you guys come London way in the next year or two or whatever, give me a shout because I'd happily come down to one of your guys' gigs and check you guys out. Yeah, all right, guys. Oh, shit, I forgot the name already. Killerkorp, I think it is. Killerkorp, Killerkorp. All right. Well done, guys. I enjoyed that. Right, let's get on with video number 2 then. So the second band I'm checking out today are called Wolves Don't Sleep. Let me check out their bio. about. Right, short and sweet yet again. Unstoppable and uncompromising emotional metalcore. We are Wolves Don't Sleep. This is Clarity. All right, let's go.
Destroyed everything. I threw myself into the depths. Lost self-loathing and disregard. So just stay away before I hurt you.
Right, this is a bit of me. This is my kind of music. I'm loving this. This androgynous dude at the front here, man, he's pretty cool. I never got to a point where I was wearing lipstick, but I was an androgynous fucker like you, and I like your aesthetic, man. It's very cool.
Everything that I touch just burns and drips your death. That is all coming up right. These are my final days. Never watch you walk away. Maybe it's better off this way. I'm the monster I create.
Yeah, this is cool. This is very, very cool. I'm enjoying this. I'm really liking you doing the writing bits and stuff and that, because I tried fucking with that when I was probably about your guys' age and that as well. It's a very intimate moment that I've always wanted to do in a video, sitting there writing and that, because some of the most intimate times in my life have been sitting there on my own writing lyrics in a diary or something. You know, I've sometimes struggled to find more intimacy than that sometimes, because articulating your thoughts creatively in an ambiguous way it's quite cathartic and emotional, because you've got to put something above yourself. Like, when you're writing lyrics stuff and that, it's very easy for people to inject themselves into your ideas and see themselves into your lyrics and that. So, I mean, arguably, they could be right with this stuff because of Freudian slips. You could be writing about them and not knowing. But with lyrics and that, I try to get super creative and very ambiguous to alleviate anyone putting themselves into my art. And unless you write lyrics and write them in the diary like this, you won't actually understand how much of an emotional, cathartic and intimate experience it is. So, I'm digging this. And see what I mean, on the back of what I was saying yesterday and earlier on with the other video of Killerkorp, this vocalist here, you can hear that his vocals are slightly higher than the key of the music. Only a little bit, only like a semitone, a couple up or whatever. So it separates it, so it's not competing for that same mid space. So listen to this song compared to what I was saying yesterday, and you'll see what I mean.
Sorry, I look in your eyes, I see through the lies.
Like there, like I could clearly hear he says, when I look in your eyes or something. I've just forgot it straight away because I thought about talking, but you can hear what he's saying because there's that slight separation from the mid-range.
You are not what I need to survive. I know the wrong, and now that you are gone, there's nothing left.
So this stuff reminds me of early Arch Enemy before that chick from the Agonist took over. And then probably Arch Enemy after the girl from the Agonist took over. Do you know what, man? Let me credit where credit's due. Let me find her name, man. I think it's Alyssa or Alicia or some shit. The Agonist. The Agonist. Alyssa. That was her. Yeah. Alyssa White Gluz. I didn't know that was her name. Yeah, anyway, enough about other bands that aren't your guys' bands. You guys remind me of Arch Enemy and The Agonist.
But for walls of broken souls, my whole life has been taken from me. The blood is on my hands, there is no going back.
And Silosis. If you guys are familiar with, I think it's Jamie Graham was his surname, from Heart of a Coward, the vocalist from them who used to be in Silosis. If you've never checked out Silosis, when Jamie was their vocalist, check them out because it's very reminiscent of the aesthetic and style you guys are going for here. Really cool, really, really cool.
Everything that reminds me of the past, while you lie on your back, thinking face the better person of yourself. I think you're
Right, so I'm being a bit mindful here because I've made a lot of comparisons to sort of like female fronted bands and stuff and that, and that's probably because of the presence you bring because you're quite a skinny guy and like, I mean, it's just as fierce as those bands are. The sex of the people that are fronting these bands doesn't make any fucking difference because it's about being fierce and formidable. But dude, check out As I Lay Dying's sort of like older stuff because I think you'll resonate with that. As you sort of get more in tune with your music and with your band and start doing more bits on the road and that, like you can see how grueling and hard it is touring and shit. So you're going to want to get healthier and get bigger, and Tim Lambesis from As I Lay Dying will be a good reference for your vocals and stature and that, and how you can flip the script and become a bit bigger. Not that you need to, man, because your aesthetic's working. Like, but there's only so long at your age where you're going to have a skinny body and long hair and that. Like, eventually life's going to catch up with you and you're going to be an ugly fucker like me in it. Like, I used to have long hair, believe it or not. I used to be very, very pretty. Now I can just about get away with being handsome in it. So yeah, like, be mindful of that. Like, check out some As I Lay Dying and some of those sort of bands in it.
I look in your eyes, I see through the lies. You are not what I need to survive. Forgiveness as a price. I would sell you my soul. I would give you my life just to walk away. One last try. So you can see I survive.
Right. Hello, mate. Right. Yeah, this is really fucking cool. I'm really enjoying this. I'm quite interested to see where this drop goes, where it turns into.
Am I ready to die? Am I ready to die? I'm ready to die.
Yeah, this is cool, man. This is very, very cool. It's hard to really predict your guys' age, but I'm making assumptions here. So I imagine you guys have grown up around bands like, oh, what the fuck are they called? Got Motionless in White. They're a sick band. I've seen them several times. They're really, really cool. I think you guys are doing a really good job here. I think you'll probably roll into the more makeup aesthetic over the next couple of years. Like, it's a very common practice, like, for people to put black over their throats and eyeliner and that, and just have that nice, it's not even contrast. I suppose it is contrast on stage, like, because I think it looks gangster when people paint their arms black and stuff, and that. Lots of bands do it, and you can roll into that aesthetic if you want. But I think if you guys really, really capitalize on your camaraderie and the metal stature of everything, you don't have to strip back on the makeup. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'd say roll into it in a more masculine way. Yeah, again, you don't have to. You ain't got to fucking listen to me. But all I'm saying is at some point life's going to catch up with you and you're going to look like an ugly fucker like me, because everyone ages, all right? You lose your hair. Like, you start getting bags under your eyes. You start getting man tees, which I ain't got anymore. I've got the physique of a 16-year-old fucking girl. I lost 3 stone last year in it, and I ain't found it back again since. So yeah, anyway, look, I'll stop waffling about your guys' aesthetics. You guys know what you're doing. It's very, very, very cool.
Full assurance I'm ready to die for the shades over my eyes. I'm ready to die.
When I see your face, let me where I'm going, reminders of the mistake. I'm sick of you, I will be free of you. But I'm willing to be that I'm doing you. When the shades over my eyes, I'm ready to die. When the shades over my eyes.
I'll tell you what I would have really liked to hear this bit is some pianos or something. I'm a massive fan of Bleeding Through, and Bleeding Through are arguably one of the bands in the West that started bringing in that black metal stuff into the hardcore scene to make it feel a bit more industrial. Because over in the West we've pushed back on industrial quite a lot, and it's to my detriment, to be honest, because I've always fucking loved industrial. I've always liked the idea of theatrics on stage and being able to dress up and be something bigger than myself, become a character, and get lost in like the industrial elements, the ambience and shit. So I think in this section here, or something like if you continue writing in this style, like if you're gonna do that black metal stuff like Motionless in White and Bleeding Through and that, like throw in some pianos or synths or something, just so you can bring a bit of ambience to get under people's skin and they can sort of feel like the hairs on their arm lift up in the back of their spine, because it's like cutting through ambience that sets a tone and sort of sets a bit of emotion without realising it. Yeah, that's cool, man. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, cool. So I think, guys, if you try add some more ambience into your music, you'll bring more emotion to it, because when you have like an ambient feeling under the track, it causes your brain to recognize the unfamiliarity and cause people to remember. Like, I remember Darren Brown time and time ago in his audiobooks and stuff and that, he says the best way to get people to remember anything is to either gross them out or make them laugh. So basically you've got to cause a feeling of unsettlement, and they got to choose whether it's funny or icky to them. So if you throw in some ambient elements that sit under people's skin, as long as it makes them react in a way that is indifferent, makes them feel uneasy or makes them feel uplifted, they'll remember the lyrics and the anger and the moment a bit more. So that's how you can capitalize on your moments to make sure your moments are remembered. But I think I'm going to be in for a treat with you guys, because you've got a lot going for you. And to be honest, like, I do love the very feminine aesthetic. I do miss, I'm going to level with you, I'll be honest with you guys, like, I do miss sometimes wearing a bit of makeup and nail varnish and that, because being quite a small, ugly, bald bloke, I don't actually spend much time in front of the mirror. I used to spend a lot of time in front of the mirror when I was younger, doing my hair and makeup and that. So you form a bond with yourself, which I don't really have anymore. And I've really struggled over the last few years of recognising myself, and I've always struggled with identity issues anyway. That's why I become a vocalist, so I could sort of explore the unknown with myself and project it in a way that's fun for me. So yeah, like, I don't really have any criticisms. I think you guys are very self-aware. I just think it's a case of turning around more music, getting a bigger fan base, and just investing in yourselves. I think we're in for a treat with you guys. So I've forgotten the name already. I've been too busy propping you guys up that I haven't given your name again. Right, they're called Wolves Don't Sleep. All right, Wolves Don't Sleep. All right, well, look, I think that's enough reactions for today. There's 2, and it's going to be quite a long video. So yeah, man, I'll check on you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Stay humbled and stay blessed.